please do your research. And I always say that because I don't want anybody to be investing off my words, and then if they lose money, they're trying to don't sue me. Do not sue me. I ain't trying to get sued. So always do your own research. What's up, everybody? It's Shaddai, and I'm back with another stock market update video using Cash App. Now, I know anybody who was out there using Robinhood was sad when their app started to crash. So let's give ourselves a high five for using Cash App investing. If you're out there using Cash App investing, if you were affected by the Robinhood app crashing, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you should use Cash App, but let's cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't happen to Cash App as well. But let's get right into it. The Feds cut rates this week, huh? What does that mean for the market? What does that mean for our money that's in the stock markets? Well, I would say first of all, if you bought a few handful of stocks on Friday, when it did a nice steep dip, just keep holding on and keep riding it out. This week, I really would. I personally, I'm not gonna buy this week. I'm just gonna watch and see what happens this week. But if there's, consumer staples are always gonna be a thing, especially because people start to question, are we going into a recession? Well, you have to ask yourself, what is a recession? A recession is when people stop spending money. People that will have money, there's still money around circulating, but no one's spending it. That means businesses are not making money. That means they can't pay employees. So the Feds cut rates to try to, get everybody away from this scare that the coronavirus is creating. And I think that even with those rate cuts, I'm not really sure that it doesn't stop people from being scared, especially when they're saying they don't have a vaccine this year. So, but what does that mean for the stock market? I think that things are going to be continuously still be at fair value. Stay long term. Don't shuffle around and doing these short trades. But if you still haven't got in, I think that a good time, because the market can the market can still dip. So if you still haven't gotten in, I think that when these quarter one reports come out, that is going to be another slight dip. I mean, which we could still see dips the rest of this week. They were hoping that the cut in interest rates would make people throw their money into the stock market, and that really didn't fully happen. But whoever's in, if you're in, hang out. This isn't something that don't check every day right now, especially with all this bad news going on. I would only check if you're thinking about buying. If you're not thinking about buying and you're settled in with what you have, then let all this news pass before you start to check. Because if you start checking every day, you're gonna get paranoid, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, one day is gonna be good, one day is gonna be bad. But always remember, the long term hold is the best option possible. Now, if you haven't got in yet, or if you're looking to sell and reposition yourself, consumer staples, that is things that we need, things that we use, brands that we love, Walmart, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, utilities, energy companies. These things we need to survive no matter what. Like I said earlier, there's still money circulating in a recession. It's just that people are not spending on all different random type of things anymore. We're more focused on spending on the things that we really really need, and we're in the stores that we really really love and that we can't live without. Hygiene stuff, Johnson and Johnson, and focused on the dividend stocks because you want to be making money off the money that you have sitting. And the dividend companies is kind of like having your money in a savings account. For having your money or X amount of money in stocks in a dividend company stock, you're gonna get paid a small percentage. It's not a crazy percentage. Some are bigger than others, but you're gonna get rewarded for that. So that's something good that that they do. So if you haven't got in yet, or if you've invested in some stuff that doesn't pay dividends, I wouldn't stress it too much. Um, like I said, long term you're gonna be benefiting from it anyways, because we are in a dip, we're in a low point, we're in a correction point, as they say. And there are many stocks out there. Please do your research, and I always say that because I don't want anybody to be investing off my words, and then if they lose money, they're trying to don't sue me. Do not sue me. I ain't trying to get sued. So always do your own research. I can definitely tell you guys that on Friday I got into JetBlue, and Monday when Robinhood crashed, man, no one could trade their JetBlue, and JetBlue started rising. I was so happy. So I think I got into JetBlue at a real nice price, and there's plenty more airline stuff out there. I think the airline stuff is a nice low fair price right now, especially in a few years. People are gonna be flying everywhere, man. All this money that they're gonna be saving, from just going to work and not wanting to do nothing because everybody's getting scared. I know people that have been to Costco's, and there's so many people there. We've seen videos of lines out the door at Costco's on the West Coast. Those are consumer staples. I can only imagine what the Costco first quarter earnings is going to look like, what a Walmart first quarter earnings is going to look like. So if you have a lot more cash, maybe slide into one of those, because they're gonna definitely perform very well quarter one, quarter two, especially if they don't have a handle on this virus. And I can be honest with you guys. What I think is that I think the news media outlets are trying to scare us into a recession, because of this whole presidential election. So I think that if they do that, then it'll be good for the presidential election, because maybe someone can save the day. I don't know. There is no coincidence that all this is happening now during a presidential election year. I'm just not fooled by that. It's just, I don't think that all this would be happening all at the same time if there wasn't a presidential election this year. So be mindful of that. Don't let these outlets scare you. They say this is kind of just like the flu. I mean, it had me scared at one point, but at this point, listen, if we gonna get it, we gonna get it. If you ain't gonna get it, if you missed it, you missed it. That's great. But if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Make sure you share some stocks that you're checking out. Share with people. Let's talk. Let's continue talking with each other, and discuss what we're trading, or what we're looking at, what's on our watch list. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because it keeps a smile on my face as well. And I appreciate everybody. The channel has been growing so much, and it just really warms my heart, and really gives me great confidence, because I've been putting a lot of work into this channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate y'all for watching again, and just continue to hold and continue to buy. Love.